Yeah. Hey, you know I got a testimony, right? I mean, I was just thinking about where I was at in life before I gave it up to God, and where I'm at now. You know, it's been good to me. Let's go.
Used to be smoked out, drinking whatever I could swallow, knowing that I'm sinning and still blessing the bottle. Living with no direction, just chasing after the high. Stuck in the Great Depression, the lowest point in my life. Dying to break free, but was imprisoned by my pride.
Hey, welcome back to Men Do Talk. Well, we're giving the men a voice. We're sitting here today talking to a Chicagoan as myself, Mr. Danny Boy. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man.
Good,
Nice to be here.
Good. So, tell us, what does Danny Boy do?
Danny Boy is a jack of all trades, but I make a living through cutting hair. I'm a barber, licensed professional barber.
Okay, great. And where did you get started with your barbershop?
When I got started on my back porch as a kid. Coming up poor, you can't afford to send the whole family to get haircuts, so somebody had to pick up the clippers in the family, and it trickled down to my turn.
Okay. And what's the name of your barbershop?
Barbershop is Danny Boy's Unlimited Hair Care. I opened my first shop in Chicago 2005, moved to Jonesboro, Georgia in 2010, and opened up another Danny Boy's.
Okay, so you still have two?
No, I closed up the one in Chicago 3 years after that. The area was starting to get real bad.
Okay. And getting here in Atlanta, you say you're in Jonesboro?
Jonesboro, yeah.
Okay. And how do you like the transition from Chicago to Atlanta?
The transition is peaceful. A lot more trees, a lot less bullets.
Yeah, definitely a lot less bullets, because the west side is like every day you wake up, you're hearing gunshots. You almost get used to it.
And guess what? The west side is peaceful compared to the south side. We envy the west side peace on the south side, even though y'all don't have no peace. We envy it all south.
Wow, so you call that peaceful?
Oh,
huh?
Yeah,
it's a lot that goes on over there.
Yeah.
But I know it's a couple people from the south side, and they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gets bad out there.
Yeah.
So talking about Chicago, what do you think about Chicago now? Chicago when you was there?
Chicago now versus Chicago when I grew up versus now?
Yes.
Well, when I grew up, it was always an older guy like me talking to the younger guys that the younger guys had enough respect to listen to. There are no more older guys with sense, so you can't look for kids to have sense. All behavior is learned behavior, you know? So it's no guidance, it's no one, it's no authority. It's no organization no more. It's just like, it's a big varsity, a big 21. And everybody trying to score 21 first.
Yeah, and it's like between my generation and like 10 years before, it's like there's a ball been dropped from the older men with sense that'll sit down and talk to you and say, hey, you doing wrong.
Ball one drop. The ball one drop.
What happened?
I'm a 70s baby.
Okay.
I lived through it. I lived through seeing the old guys out there. I remember the guys coming through bringing rakes. We cleaned up the yards. And it was the grown men in the area that we respected that taught us that. When they came and took these people off our blocks, they didn't drop the ball. The ball got shipped to Stateville and to all the local Illinois prisons. And when they did that, there was no one for the kids to look up to. So now you got kids listening to kids.
Right.
You don't have no one. When I grew up, it was certain things you didn't do. If you seen an old lady carrying her groceries to her house by herself and you didn't help, somebody went and talked to you about it. And you didn't like that conversation, so you made sure that didn't happen again. When you take that element from the community, see, you a 70s baby. We used to get summer jobs.
Yep.
Okay? We used to have neighborhood houses. Okay, the neighborhood house was this. Everybody in the neighborhood came, played games, football league, trips to skating and everything. And then every summer, everybody had a job. So you got to go work at the park, go work at the YMCA, and you get your own money. When you take away the neighborhood houses, you take away the summer jobs, and you take away the men, it's social engineering.
Yeah, because right now, statistics show that those women that are in like Section 8 houses, they can't allow a man to live with them.
That started in the 60s.
Well, yeah, Well, I'm just saying in this time period right now that so it's like stopping the black family from actually being a family.
I think it's impossible, because if you're a black man and you take pride in being a black father, there is nothing in this universe that can stop you. I'm a proud father. I have 6 kids, 4 boys, 2 girls. 4 boys, they all have their own mother. They all wake up in my house because I know the importance of being a father, and I take pride in it. So when you don't see it and have any, if a guy take pride in his gym shoes, I bet you he got on some nice shoes.
Yeah.
If a guy take pride in being a father, I guarantee you he's a good father.
Right. Me myself, I'm a proud father, but by law, things happen to where I can't, or I'm not able to have my son live with me.
Oh, that happens. But like my mama always tell me, do your best, because that's all you can do. So, us as a people, the thing that we do is adapt to situations. You know what I'm saying? We make lemonade out of lemon.
Yeah.
Okay, so living don't make you a good father. And as a grown man, I know this, I don't remember a dollar spent. All I remember is moments. So as long as you create moments, so when your child is your age, he can sit back and close his eyes and reflect on all those golden moments, you did a great job.
Yeah. And it's crazy because sometimes nowadays it's not only society messing with black men, it's sometimes it's our own people that's messing with black men to keep them out of good situations. Like, for instance, with my son's mama had some type of issue with me for what, I don't know. I couldn't explain it to you. I can't even.
I can explain it to you. Most people feel comfortable being like most people. Most people don't want to be that different, so they conform to the group rather than stand on their own. And women, men, they form their groups, and if it's what this group is doing, like I used to tell my friends, like, I don't watch television.
Okay.
And I'm a barber, so I'm a therapist.
Okay.
And I had to give one of my clients to see. I'm like, man, start watching the TV shows that your girl watch. Because all these problems you're seeing coming out the blue, they not coming out the blue. He came back to me, he's like, man, so I'm watching TV with my girl, and the girl go through the guy phone and find some stuff, and I think some reality show. And he say, man, 2 days later, she going through my phone. It's all the mental programming. In my home, we don't watch television. We have a television. For example, I have the box set to Cosby Show. My little kids watch Cosby Show episode after episode. I'm okay with that mental programming. We got the box set to Good Times, and they watch Good Times. I'm okay with that mental programming, because the common thing is core family, working through problems, and keep going. Right. And as that's going to be the program, that's what's going to stay with them. The thing is, we let so many exterior things program our children. As soon as our children turn 5, we give them to the school, give them to the TV. So we just got to be mindful of what we put. Like, these are supercomputers, man. We Professor X. And a computer can only do what you program it to do.
True.
It can spell check, but it can't write no story.
Right.
So you really just have to be conscientious of what your program is, because they're only gonna do what you program. That's the only thing they're capable of. And then the only thing we capable of is doing our very best. The only thing we have to do is look in the mirror more often and ask ourselves, are we doing our best?
Yeah, that's true. And that goes all around the board. Are we doing our best? That can be in music, that can be in basically whatever you're doing.
In life, in anything.
Yeah.
In anything.
All right. Now, I heard you are doing some good things in the community. What are the things that you're doing?
Well, I've learned this. We get 2 buckets in life. It's the bucket that we give and the bucket we get. Most people focus on the bucket they get. I'm in a transitioning part of my life where I'm trying to focus on the bucket I give. So, like, for example, back to school. Every year back to school, I give away free haircuts, free school supplies, free book bags, throw a barbecue for the kids, because you got to celebrate the kids. What I have going on coming up now is I do a coat drive. It gets cold down here in January and February, so I collect coats. I send them to the cleaners, get them clean, and I give out coats to people that need it. You know what I'm saying? I do the thing for Kwanzaa and introduce people to Kwanzaa and have a big feast at my barbershop. I just try to look for ways to help and give back. You know what I'm saying? So I could like focus less on my get bucket. I try to always focus on my give bucket. So we always have different things, and like we do Monday night football at the shop. And I invite men to come out, have a safe place so they can speak and be around like-minded men, because I'm trying to get people to embrace their power, because we have the power to do so much. And I believe that if you get men together and focus on any objective, truly, any solution can be made, any problem can be fixed. And I know like the football is the catch and the barbecue is the catch, but I'm hoping that it evolves into something much bigger than that.
Okay, good. Now with the football thing that you're doing, have you got any type of rebuttal against that?
No, because people that know me know my character.
Okay.
They know what I'm about. When you walk in my shop, you know who I am. My shop represents me. If you never met me and you walked in my shop, I have a view of what type of person you're dealing with. And what I know that adults like me and you, we like watching the game. We don't like all the stuff that come out with it.
Right,
when you go watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
We want to go to watch the game, but we don't want to worry about the Thundercats, and we don't want to spend $50. And we want to kind of be like, we want to be around people like us, thinking men.
Right.
So what I try to do is bring thinking people together, and when you get thinking people together, you don't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? You always have a good time, and things can be accomplished, because we have problems in our communities.
Yeah.
And if you start with one community and get a bunch of thinking men together and start solving problems in the community, it could be contagious.
That's true. It needs to be contagious, because the community, our community, is really damaging our community. So once we do, get a group of people that could, kind of focus on it could be
balance.
A little thing. Yeah.
Just balance.
Yeah.
Just balance it out.
And just get it from the troubles to start to turning it over to the goods.
What I think it is, being in my profession, like I got the perfect opportunity to like really kick back, talk to everybody, the young, the old, the middle, and just talk to everybody. And I noticed this. Older men look at the young guys like, then if you look at the young guys, they looking at the older guys like,
yeah.
It's that gap that's missing.
Yeah.
And I know this. I tell the young guys all the time, like, listen, man, I know what you want. You want a nice house, a nice car, and whenever you dig in your pocket, you want some money. But through the media and society, they told you the only way you could have that life is if you were an entertainer or an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what most of our generation want to be. And it's not that they want to be an entertainer or an athlete, they just want that life. And what I try to do is, I got a lot of friends that's entrepreneurs like myself that live a comfortable life. They got nice cars and live in a nice house. They work hard, but they work for themselves. Right. And I just try to show the kids, I tell my friends, man, bring your Benz up. Bring that toy, bring your motorcycle. Let the kids know that you could get up and work hard for yourself every day and still have the life that you aspire to. But you can have control of your life. I tell the kids, man, I don't do nothing but cut hair. I take more pride in what I put in your head than what I take off your head. But all I do is cut hair. So if you can find what you love and you can go at it every day, you can have that life you dream about, and you can create your own path instead of taking the path that they gave you to follow.
Right. And then not taking that negative path to get it quick.
Yes.
So, everything that you should be doing is working. Getting that hard work in for it to get to that next step. Then once you're done with that step, go to the next step. Make goals for themselves to be able to really accomplish these things. It's nothing. The way that you feel when you actually working towards good things.
Mm-hmm.
You feel much better than just stealing it or sticking somebody up or doing something wrong to get it. Okay, I got this, but how did you get it?
I think the thing is realizing, like Malcolm said, the greatest knowledge is the knowledge of self, realizing your power. See, once you set a goal and you walk to it and you gain that goal,
mm-hmm.
you realize that you can do what you set out to do.
Right.
That first goal might be small, but the second's gonna be a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
When you reach that second goal, it gives you confidence to step out, and when you grow like that, through your mind, self-confidence, knowing who you are and that you can do whatever you can think of. You wouldn't think of things if you weren't able to accomplish things. The things that come in your mind are for you. That's your inner God telling you what you need to be doing right now. The thing that we can't do is question it. Like, okay, my shop in Chicago. No, my shop here. I was about to open my second shop in Chicago. Came down here on a vacation, went back home, it was 56 people got shot over the weekend. I'm mad. I got a 13-year-old son. A couple of days later, a 13-year-old boy gets shot 22 times. I'm mad. And I just started saying it at the shop while I'm cutting hair, like, well, I ain't opening another shop in Chicago. I'm going to Atlanta. I went down there, I ain't hear no gunshots. Boy, so many trees down there. I'm finna open the shop in Atlanta. Didn't know how, didn't know where. Didn't even care. All I did is put it in the air and talked about it. Then I talked about it so much I started believing, like, man, I really am finna go to Atlanta. I've only been down here once. I'm really finna go down to Atlanta, open up shop. Then the guy say, hey man, well, you know, I got the family pass on the on airplanes. Give me $250, I'll put your name on and you can fly. So when I start walking towards it, everything is energy. It started attracting everything I needed. Even the place where I'm at, energy brought me to. I'm flying back and forth. I got tired of flying, so I drove my Honda. I'm on GPS. The exit I was getting off of to a friend's house said Griffin Jonesboro. My last name is Griffin. I say, man, I looked at a place in Jonesboro. I pulled over, went through my paper, like, yeah, I did look at a place in Jonesboro. Put it in my GPS. It's 6 minutes away.
Okay.
So I pulled up on it. I called the lady. She said, I'm 6 minutes away. I'm like, wow. In that instance, it happened. So if you have something in your mind that you're willing to chase, it's gonna come to you. All you gotta do is go towards it. But you gotta have the belief in yourself, so it starts with self-confidence. That when you get this golden idea, you ain't scared to go on chase it.
Now, kind of going back to the football subjects that you have already been over. What's some of those subjects?
Subjects, like I don't do it like a class, cause you know we feel different every day, and from day to day your mind. It's a barbershop atmosphere, barbershop conversation, but it's conversation with directed minds. Okay, one day I was in the shop and I say, you know what, my mind clicking. They like, what's going on? I say, my capitalist mind is clicking. It's finna be a Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Yeah.
If all of us sit here, brainstorm and think of a way that we can benefit to help somebody, I guarantee we could do it.
Yeah.
Now we sitting there brainstorming. I ain't gonna get nobody my ideas that we came up with, but with anything, that's just one day. A day will come where it'd be a problem in the neighborhood. Okay, so what do you think the solution is? And we sit around and talk about the solution. Now, if you're willing to act on the solution, we can fix this problem. So it varies by what's going on, what the topic of the conversation. We cover everything, because the one thing that we don't have is knowledge. That's the one thing we need. And I used to do this with my kids in the summer. I line my kids up. You got Marcus Garvey. You got Haile Selassie. You got Malcolm. And I give them a couple of months, and all of them got to come and do a report in front of the family. We sit on the couch, and you got to do a report and tell us who these people are. But all of them only had one person to do. But with all of them doing the report, they all learned 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing when it comes to accomplishing goals. If everybody is willing to put up a little effort. Marcus Garvey raised the most money ever, and he didn't want no cash. You got to think of this. This is 1918, man. Man raised $1 million and don't want no cash, only change.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No cash, man, just change. And you got to think this is 1918. People are poor. People giving 2 cents. Families giving 5 cents. So you got to understand our collective power. We got so much power that we don't know, so it's easy for others to come in and direct it.
Yeah.
If you grasp your own power, you're going to direct it. But if you don't grasp it, it's going to be directed.
Yeah, yeah. That's why it's a lot. One thing that I've been seeing lately is that there's a lot of black men becoming entrepreneurs that's sort of grasping their power.
Freedom is independence.
Yes. Yeah, yes it is.
If you feed me, I don't care if it's by means of a check or instant deposit. If you feed me, I'm a dependent, and you control my life.
Yeah. Man,
I work 7 days a week, every day. Love what I do. I wouldn't dare work a job and work my schedule 7 days a week.
No.
For no one.
Because that, to me, that's you helping them grow. And you just still there at the same spot. It's just like one of the jobs that I was at, they had every stipulation for you to help them get to where they need to be, or to make them money. But then when it came down to me and all the other peons, I would say, you're just there to make them money. You're not there to grow with this company. You're there to make them money. That's crazy, but that's society.
That's what it is, but it don't have to be that.
It don't.
I walked through this mall. This is the first time I ever seen this mall. And when I pulled in, it looked like it was empty, vacant. We walking through, I say, man, this could be the start of the Black Wall Street. But if we don't see it, if we don't think it, it can't be.
Right.
So it all starts with your mind and the way you see and the way you think things, because we control our reality. If you don't take control of your reality, it will get taken control of.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and we do need to come back up with a Black Wall Street, just so that we could make sure our people are gathering stuff for our people.
It's only
and
one
not
way.
taking it outside of our people.
Okay, I play a speech in my shop a lot, and I think it was like the early '60s. It's Martin Luther King giving a speech. Martin Luther King breaking down in the '60s that we, blacks in America, earn more money than every nation in the world except for 9, collectively. We don't understand the trick of integration that was played on us. Integration, they smart. See, watch this, just think. We in a black town, right? You can't have no store and say black people can't come in here and shop. You gonna fold.
Yeah.
Man, they seen that they was folding. If you read Black Wall Street, them white people was going in there robbing them for clothes and burning down their houses.
Wow.
Okay? Taking pianos and art off the walls. Okay? Don't fall for the hoax. You know what I mean? Don't fall for the hoax. So it's right here. It's right here. And this is what they took from you. They took the way you see things, your perspective. We don't see things. And like my man, and they always ask me, DB, why you be wearing this stuff all the time? Man, I gotta remind myself every day who I am. I don't put this on for fashion. I see it every day, so it keeps me in my right mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Man, why you wear that on your head? I say, man, you know about the Moors? You know who you are? I know you can forget, but I gotta remind myself. And if we don't know who we are, we ain't gonna go in that direction. If I remember when I was growing up, we had Carl Connect, Fubu,
Yeah.
For Us, By Us. I remember wearing black clothes. Boy, we ain't proud if we got on nothing black no more.
No. Because right now, if you was to wear that, people would probably laugh at you.
Man, but see, it's not that if you wear that, laugh at you. They gonna make sure they ain't around for you to wear it.
That too.
Because I don't care about nobody laughing at me. So they gonna make sure they ain't around for you to wear it. They ain't gonna give you no choices. You gotta take your choices. Because they gonna guide you where they want you to be. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, shake it up off you to go where you wanna go. You gotta get a free thinking mind. Most of us, like I said, we don't think 2 hours a day.
Yeah, because if your routine is your routine, you're going to continue doing that
You don't have to
until
think.
you change it.
You don't have to think
Yeah.
to do your routine.
Yeah.
There's no thinking involved. And then you are a computer, so if you're not thinking, you're constantly getting stimuli downloaded. You're taking it in all day long. While you ain't thinking, you just downloading.
Yeah. Yeah. And right now, I really don't. I don't get a chance to watch TV, which it's not a bother to me. You know, I'm either doing some type of video stuff or some type of music stuff, or looking at YouTube to try to learn something about something. So, in that instance, knowing that a lot of people watching these so-called reality TV shows, what do you think that's doing to them?
What do I think is what?
What do you think that's doing to people?
What I think is doing to them?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to understand what television is for. First of all, every television show is called a television program. It is used to program you. See, they know us, we don't know ourselves. They know how these mechanics work in our brain. We don't understand our brain yet. But this is what they know. A television show comes on, they know that you're going to associate with a character. They control the characters that you have to associate with. You're going to associate with a character. When you associate with a character, subconsciously you take on their characteristics and their thinking patterns. So you're watching the show and you feel sympathetic for this person and you like this person. You begin to think like this person. They have created that person. Therefore, they have created the mind that you are walking around with. You see what I'm saying? So it's to guide you. You know, you look at a reality show, everybody that watch a reality show got their favorite person.
Yeah.
Oh, I like her. Oh, I like him. Follow that person. They are going to turn slowly into a clone of that person. You see a guy walking through the mall and you look at how he dressed. Pull him to the side and say, hey man, who's your favorite rapper? Google his favorite rapper and you're going to be looking at a clone of his favorite rapper. Yeah. Sheeple. Do you know why one horse and a man and one dog could guide 100 sheep?
Yeah.
You know why that's possible?
No.
The sheep only follows the sheep in front of them. All you gotta do is guide them first three.
Okay.
If a sheep fall over a cliff, the other sheep's gonna fall too. Even a horse a buck. The horse ain't going. He thinking.
Okay.
A sheep, they all gonna fall off. Sheep. And when you got sheeple, all you gotta do is control the rapper.
Yeah.
Now he got millions following him. Imitation.
We're gonna have to continue this conversation.
For sure.
And this was some important facts, some straight facts of what can be done to help our community, to take us to the next step in everything. Again, this is Men Do Talk. I'm Kayan, your host, sitting here with Mr. Danny Boy from the south side of Chicago.
All over.
So we can, all over. But, you know, so we can get you in your own lane.
There you go.
Because, you know, looking up some stuff, it's kind of hard to get his information. But getting your information, how can people contact you?
www.dannyboys.com give you everything you need. Contact info, address, everything you need. www.dannyboy.com.
Great. Now I'm going to have to go visit Danny Boy at his shop.
ASAP.
Kind of rough.
First one on me. Hold me to it. It's on camera. First one on me.
Okay. So again, this is Men Do Talk. I'm Kayan, your host, and we'll talk to you guys later.
I'm acting brand new. He was there all the time, you know. I just ain't realize he had to break me down to build me up. Yeah. Turned around 180 degrees, gave me new vision, baby. Now I see. That's why I'm acting brand new. Yeah, I'm acting brand new. It feels so good to be new.